What's going on, everyone? It's Marsellis back with another video. We got to go over Baby Doge. We're going to be talking about some technical analysis because, as you all can see, we had a drop in the crypto market yet again. So we're going to talk about this. We're going to go over Bitcoin as well. We're going to go over everything. So definitely stick around to the end of the video. Go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor. None of this is financial advice. Leave a comment in the comment section. Definitely go ahead and check out my other channel, Marsellis Travels, if you want to see my travel experience here out inside Sao Paulo, Brazil. And also, definitely go ahead and pre-save my album, link inside of the description. Let's get straight to it. So let's talk about this. As you can see here, everything in the crypto market is down. We have Bitcoin down 10.6% for the last 24 hours, 13% in the last 7 days. Ethereum 18.9% in the last 24 hours. 23% in the last 7 days. Pretty much everything is down as low as you could possibly think. Dogecoin at 40% in the last 7 days, obviously because it was pumping huge. Polygon 21% one day. Solana 31% inside of a day. And inside of the last hour, it's up 8.9%. So everything's kind of trying to recover right now inside the market, but we're still down drastically. Like everything is down huge. And the big moment everyone's been waiting for, as you can see, Baby Doge down 15.2% in the last 24 hours. So just like I said, this is we had a false breakout, and now everything is kind of getting back to reality. Like we're still inside of a recession. There's nothing has changed. It was just a little random spike inside the crypto market because, as you know, the big institutional investors, the big money inside crypto, big whales, they throw money in. So then other people start throwing money in. So then their money increases, and then they pull the rug and sell, and then watch the prices go down. And they keep doing this all the way until the bottom. So we're gonna have these random spikes until we hit like 10K Bitcoin, because that's still our ultimate, our dominant support inside of Bitcoin is 10 to 14K. So we're still looking at those same support levels here in Bitcoin. So it's going to keep happening until Bitcoin reaches that level. And that's why I keep saying expect Baby Doge to add on another zero, because that's exactly what we're looking at here. We're looking at another zero pretty much about to be added on. So as you can see now, everything has been, slowly but surely trickling down. But let's go over this. So as you can see over here, Baby Doge is now at 1118, and this is actually inside of the OKX exchange. This is the OKX exchange chart here. It's probably the best chart to look at. It's more closer to where Baby Doge's price is right now. So as you can see, we had dropped below this 1250 support here, and that was yesterday. We dropped below that yesterday, and then we kind of leveled out here, all the way down here at about 1120. And then once we hit 1120, 8Z120, we kind of started to trade sideways, and then we had found our little resistance up here at 1170. So it was harder for us to get above 1170. That then became our resistance, and we got rejected multiple times here today, and we just did not want to get above that. So then we had to go down another level to build that momentum back up. And as you can see, we went all the way down to 8Z1059. So that's pretty low. 8Z1060 if you want to just say that. But yeah, it's pretty low. Now it does look like we're slowly but surely, inching up here, trying to get back up here to that resistance all the way up at about 1170. But still, even if we do that, there's still another possibility that we continue to drop from here, especially with all the craziness and madness inside the crypto market right now. But what I do want to say is everything is trying to recover. Like, for instance, you go all the way down here, Solana already up 9%, Bitcoin up 1.1%, Ethereum 1.8%. You might see everything start to try to, do an even larger increase in the price. So I'm still expecting like a higher buy-in. And if you hear a lot of noise in the background, don't even mind that. That's a bunch of construction. It's been happening since I've been here in Brazil. So I can't get around that. They're doing something to a condo building like next to me. So it's going to be like that. But anyways, what we are seeing here inside of the crypto market, and particularly inside of Baby Doge, is that everything is trying to recover. So you can see here, we are trying to recover here. But I'm still expecting for another drop. Yes, I'm really expecting Bitcoin to go all the way down to 18 or to 16K this time before we really start to get a nicer increase inside of a price rise. As you can see now, Bitcoin is all the way at 17.6K. So me personally, I believe Bitcoin could go all the way back down to 16K right now. And as you can see, like everything is going crazy, like so many different sell orders going in right now. So I'm expecting a 16K Bitcoin. And remember what I said yesterday. Remember the video I made yesterday. I said, look, we're probably going to end up getting below this 1140 support that we had back here. And we've been, playing around with the support since early October. But now we're actually seeing that we're going below it. I mentioned yesterday that we should be going below that. So that definitely came into fruition here. And now we're seeing the results of that. So the next thing up pretty much for the crypto market that I'm looking at here for Baby Doge in particular is this support down here that we were playing around with around the 19th and 20th of May. So this is really what we're looking at right here, and this is about 8Z9. Yes, 8Z or 9Z9. So 9 zeros in a 9. That's kind of what I'm expecting here. I'm expecting us to add on a 0 and get to that 9 area. So we're actually pretty close to that. And if you look at where we are now and what we did earlier today, you would probably think the same thing. Because if you go all the way back here to the 15-minute chart, you can even see like we got pretty close to adding on another 0. Like it went all the way down to 8Z106. So we were really close to adding on another 0. Now, the next time we have another drop, that's probably when we're going to add on that other 0. And that's what I'm saying. You want to prepare now. And like I said, I'm waiting particularly until we add on another 0 to actually start buying in and, to start, dollar cost averaging, because I think that's the best price for me personally. You can buy whenever you want, though, because I'm not a financial advisor and none of this is financial advice. For me personally, I'm waiting a little bit longer to buy. But anyways, let's talk about Bitcoin. Bitcoin is definitely looking like it's definitely looking like it's about to try to do a recovery. It definitely looks like it's in recovery mode. But when you look at this, the oversold area here, it shows that we're coming up here on the upside. So that means that buying is about to start coming in here on the oscillator. Now, we do have high activity here, and I believe that's going to be high selling activity. That's why I'm saying I believe 16K is probably coming next. Because when we do rise up here to this resistance at 18.6K, there's high activity, and there's also a lot of red here indicating that there's less demand for our supply and demand area. So if there's less demand in this whole area, but if there's also high activity, that leads me to thinking that this is going to be high selling activity. So we're probably going to have some high selling activity here. I'm really believing that it's about to go all the way down to 16K here. Let's go over to the 4-hour chart to look at that. So anyways, on the 4-hour chart, it's also showing the same thing. It's showing an oversold area, way oversold. And you can see the wave here in the oscillator. It's kind of forming to the upside, indicating that more buying is probably about to start coming into the market. So as you can see now, we are slowly but surely going down at 17.7K Bitcoin. Now, it definitely looks like it could try to do a recovery, like I said, to 18.6K, and then just getting another rejection after that. That's kind of what it's looking like here overall for Bitcoin. So I'm really expecting this next drop to happen. But let me know what you think about that. I just see if it says high activity inside of a low demand area, then it's probably going to be high selling activity. That's just what I'm looking at this as. And the reason why I'm saying 10K Bitcoin being the bottom, 10 to 14K, that's because if you come over here and you look at the 1 week chart, you can see that that's exactly where the indicators are showing the support. And that's exactly where the last time we were at that level inside of 2020, exactly 2 years ago. And if you think about it, this is a constant cycle with Bitcoin. It goes crazy, it pumps, and it stays bullish for like 2 years, and then boom, it's back down to red territory. And then we have a whole Bitcoin halving, we start the pump again. It's just a constant cycle, and we're actually nearing the end of the cycle. This has been a long time in the making. We've been in a bear market since late November last year. So it is now November of 2022. And since November of 2021, we've been inside of a bear market. So the fact that we've been going down for a full year so far inside of a bear market, it kind of just shows it just kind of shows that we're nearing the end of this bear market. It's going to take a little bit longer, And I would definitely think by next year, sometime towards the end of the next year, I think that's when our bull market starts to roll in. Towards the end of next year, going into 2024, that's when the bull market really starts to roll in effect. You may see it like slowly but surely try to increase before then, but the actual bull market, I believe, starts like the ending of next year and the beginning of the year after that. So that's just my beliefs personally. But anyways, even when looking at the 1 week chart here, you can see that this is a constant cycle of selling. Like we have massive overselling here, and then we have a bullish signal, and that's why we started to rise because the selling started to slow down. But now you're seeing the buying is now slowing down. So now we're having a bearish signal. It's probably going to show something like this, how I did back here, back inside of November 2021. It's going to show this bearish signal now, but we're not going to see that until a little bit later because it's just now forming. So there's definitely a bearish signal forming up, sending us down to 10K. And when I say bearish, like a real bearish, like, yeah, we went from 21K to 17K. But how do you feel about 17K to 10K? So that's what I mean by real bearish signal. But anyways, let's look at the other stuff here that we got for today. So Baby Doge and the holders. Our holders are now at 1,635,045 holders. We're still increasing in holders, even though we're going down inside of price. That's a particularly good thing. Also, the farming is still doing relatively good. You can see here I have now $6.32 because the price of Baby Doge went down. I had like $7 and some change, but now the price of Baby Doge went down, so now you see that a little bit lower as well. But the thing that I like about this is look at my rewards, 5.2 billion inside of rewards. So let's just do some math here. Like 6Z1, you all know that's my target price for Baby Doge. 6Z1, 6 zeros and a 1. Ultimately, that's going to bring us to a pretty good market cap. And we could just go ahead and do all this right now. So let's go ahead and look this up for Baby Doge. So first of all, let's type inside of Baby Doge over here. And I'll talk about the whole FTX thing on another video because I know that's something a lot of people want to talk about, and I'll definitely not ignore that. But let's talk about this. So let's just hypothetically say, 159 quadrillion circulating supply. I know our circulating supply is always fluctuating, and it's probably not there right now because CoinGecko, they're usually behind on this type of stuff. And for some reason, Moonscan is just not working right now. It's just not showing the proper ones. And yeah, it's just not showing the proper pricing. But this is what we have inside of our burn wallet, 199 quadrillion. So I guess we could do the math like that. 420 quadrillion minus 199 quadrillion would bring us to 221 quadrillion. Yeah, you go over here to Baby Doge, or to CoinGecko, it says 159. That's because they also take into account of different like dev wallets and all this other stuff. But I just like to say ultimately we have 159 quadrillion circulating, right? Even though we have all this inside the burn wallet, the circulating is still lower because you have to think about everything else from the deployer to liquidity. You got to think about everything all in one. So 159 quadrillion is a good start for that. So let's just do some math here because as you can see, that's 5.292 billion Baby Doge. So let's just say that we go all the way up to 61, right? We're going all the way up to 61 right now. At 61, let's take that and then multiply that by our current circulating supply. I know our circulating supply is probably a little lower than this, but we're just gonna do it with this. And obviously it's gonna say invalid input. I'm gonna have to put this as a scientific calculator actually. But let's go ahead and do that and then paste this here, right? And then let's go ahead and multiply this by 61. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1. That's going to bring us to a 15.9 billion inside of market cap. That's definitely achievable. Dogecoin has done way more than that at its peak, like 90 billion at its peak. Sheep has done way more, 60 billion at its peak. 15.9 billion inside of a bull market. That's nothing. Inside of a bull market, I definitely believe we can do that. We've already reached like 2 billion the last time we were like at our peak. I know we can do 15.9 billion. We're such a bigger project since then, right? So it'll be at $15.9 billion. So at 6Z1, this is what I want to do. Let's just take that 5.2 billion I have and see how much money would I have at 6Z1. So let's go ahead and take this number here and then multiply that by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and put a 1. That gives me $529.61. See, off of these little rewards that I have now. So it might be worth $6.32 now, but give it about a year or two, and it will be worth $529. This is the beauty of farming and staking on Baby Doge Swap, because that is a huge amount inside of a short amount of time. And don't forget, I still have $89 worth of Baby Doge. Well, I had 89. Obviously, it's probably went down since then, but still, if I look at this, you can see now it's at $81. So we can do that math right now. What would $81 be at our current price for Baby Dogecoin, which is $1,281? So let's just go ahead and take 81 and now divide it by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2. That gives me 67.5 billion inside of Baby Doge. Now multiply that by our target price of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1. That gives me $6,700 just off of what I have staked. And this isn't all my Baby Doge. That's just a little portion of my Baby Doge that I put in for the farming to do for these videos to really show the examples here. And that's crazy. Like, I put $89 in here. It's now at 81 because prices went down. But I put $89 in here. And to think, it could go all the way up to 6,700 plus the little bit of rewards that I got. That's going to be 529 on top of this. So if you want to do that, 529, I have $7,200 now. And remember, I'm going to continue to farm. So by then, I'm going to have way more built up inside of this farm. So you can see where I'm going with this. Like, it's very important to get on these DeFi protocols, to get into farming and all that inside of the bear market, because that is where the true wealth is built. That's where true money is built, when you're building it over time. Obviously, you want to put it in on a project that you trust. And me personally, I trust Baby Doge and I trust Baby Doge Swap. Now it's up to you to decide whether or not you trust this particular one or whether you want a different one. But anyways, as you can see here, Baby Doge, went a little bit down in the rankings because prices and everything dropped and a lot of money's coming out of the crypto market. Now we're down at rank 172, but we're still above Sheep at 192. And you can see here our total value locked now at $25.67 million. Actually, if you go all the way up here and you scroll, you can see the total value locked in the whole crypto market now is only $46.73 billion. 2 days ago, we were at $52 billion. Watch my videos from 2 days, 3 days ago, week ago. You're going to see it was at $52 billion. Now it's all the way down to $46.73 billion. That is huge. That is significant. $6 billion literally drained from the market within a few days. That's pretty big. And that's why it's important to get in on these, because as people start to pull their money out, as people start to jump out, you're going to also see smart money jumping into these DeFi protocols. So that's important to look at. The liquidity now is total at 2.5 billion. The APR now at 99% for this pair that I'm in, and 36 days left in this pair. I'm going to stay in here, and I'm really looking on getting in on one of the Doge pairs if they put that in here. And they did mention that they're going to put in a Doge pair for the farming. So if they put in a Doge pair, then I will definitely be getting on that pair. I really do want to try out some of these other pairs here, and I'll definitely keep you all updated on these pairs. I want to try out the one down here with ETH. The only problem is with Ethereum, it's like the fees with Ethereum. I don't even like buying Ethereum. I don't like buying it. I don't like selling it. I don't like doing anything on Ethereum. Ethereum, I don't even touch it. I really don't want to touch Ethereum. But all these other pairs, they have a good amount. I like this one here because, ends inside of 1,291 days. APR is at 153% for the Watine and BNB. I haven't put any in it, but it's at $45,000 in liquidity. So it's at a pretty early stage inside the farming journey. And as you can see, there are some more ones over here that look like they're pretty solid. So I'll definitely be doing these. And I'll probably make some more videos, talking about a lot of DeFi protocols. One that I really like is PancakeSwap. I really like the Binance Smart Chain and PancakeSwap. Personally, I believe they're probably one of the better. They're probably one of the better ones out there. One of the better DeFi protocols. Next to Baby Doge. Obviously, I'm really big on Baby Doge, but PancakeSwap is probably going to be above a lot of these other projects. and I just really like PancakeSwap. It's one of the original ones, and especially for the Binance Smart Chain, it's going to be the best for you if you really like Binance like me. So that's why I'm going to be using PancakeSwap, and I'll do a whole video, showing my journeys farming with PancakeSwap, and I'll probably do a whole tutorial video on how to farm with PancakeSwap as well, because you really want to get in on these DeFi protocols. You do not want to be left in the dust. It's way better to get in on them and then to just sit on the outskirts. And also, if you want to think about it, like even the price of PancakeSwap is still doing fairly well, and it's just one of those things that's not gonna, it's not just gonna completely tank. It just has so much money locked inside of it. PancakeSwap is just one of those swaps that you're just not gonna see go away. It's just not gonna go away, right? But anyways, you can see the total value locked is at $2.7 billion. So a lot of money is locked inside of PancakeSwap. So yeah, you definitely want to watch out for that. And even looking at the prices of PancakeSwap, it's relatively cheap compared to where it was at its peak. At the peak, it was at $43.96. At its all-time low, it was at 19 cents. I wish I would have gotten in way back then, but $4.31 is still good now, considering at 42 or at $43 was our last peak during the last bull run. So let's just say we get up to where we were before. This is going to be a math type video. So let's just say you had $1,000 in now. You put that in at $4.31. You multiply your amount of 232 PancakeSwap or cake token, and you multiply that by $43, and then you get $9,976, and that's off your $1,000. So if you can get $9,976 off of 1,000, just think about what you can get off of 10,000. Off of 10,000, you're gonna get $99,000. You're pretty much gonna get like $100,000 off of $10,000. That is the significance of getting into the market now. You don't even have to wait till the complete bottom, because I'm not gonna lie to any of you. We are not at the bottom yet for crypto. Our bottom is going to be 10K Bitcoin. 10K Bitcoin is probably going to be like $2 PancakeSwap or like $3 PancakeSwap, somewhere around there. But still, it's still a good time to get in now. I'm just saying, because if you think about where we were with our peak, even with babydoge, if you think about the babydoge peak, like we're all the way at like this 1200 area, and yeah, we could get down to 9Z9, but just imagine getting back up to where babydoge was at its peak. Babydoge at its peak was all the way up like point, I don't even want to say all the zeros, but 8Z6. So there's always that possibility that yes, we go a little bit lower, but just think about the upside that we have. Just think about the upside potential that we have here. And that's the main takeaway that you want to look here. And actually, if you scroll in and you look at the peak here, just imagine getting all the way back up here to this peak, all the way back at 9Z62 or at 8Z62. That is going to be a very good, profit right there. But yeah, anyways, this is pretty much all I got for you all today. I just wanted to go ahead and show this all. So definitely go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor. None of this is financial advice. Leave a comment in the comment section. Definitely go ahead and check out my other channel, Marsellis Travels, if you want to see my travel experience out here inside Sao Paulo, Brazil. And also, definitely go ahead and pre-save my album, link in the description. As always, I'll be back with another video.